We'll begin on our backs today, so whenever you're ready, I invite you to meet me on your mat in a comfortable laying down position. Let's bring those knees in towards the chest. Interlace your fingers around the knees. Just take a moment here to fully arrive on our mat. Connect to our breath. Let's take a moment to remove any distracting thoughts. And just set an intention for our practice. And whenever you're ready, interlace your fingers around your right knee, extend your left leg out. Let's take a deep inhale, bring that right knee in towards the right shoulder. And as you exhale, bring it closer in towards the chest. We'll stay here for one more breath. Inhale. And on your exhale, bring it in towards the chest. We'll begin today with a twist. So let's bring our right arm into cactus position. Bring your left palm on your right knee. Shift your hips slightly over towards the right. And as you inhale, lengthen through your back. And on your exhale, let's begin to drop the right knee over towards the left side. Since this is the beginning of our practice, your knee might not touch the ground just yet because we're still warming up. So just listen to your body here. It doesn't have to touch the ground. As long as you feel a nice stretch here as we begin to warm up our body. And let's gaze over to our right. We're staying here just for a few deep breaths. And slowly inhale back to center. Bring your hips to the middle. Squeeze that right knee in towards your chest for just a moment. And let's switch our legs around. Extend your right foot out. Bring your left knee in towards your chest. Let's take a deep inhale. Pull that knee over towards the left. And as you exhale, bring it closer to your chest. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. And let's set ourselves up for the twist here. Bring your right palm on your left knee, your left arm in the cactus position. Shift your hips over slightly to your left. Let's take a deep inhale, lengthen. And on your exhale, let's begin to drop the knee over towards the right as much as you can. Again, your knee doesn't have to touch the ground here. We're just allowing your body to slightly warm up. Gazing over to your left. And staying here for a few deep breaths. And gently let's return back to center. Squeeze that left knee into your chest for just a moment. And slowly extend both of your legs out. We're going to go into a bridge pose. So let's bend our right knee, bend our left knee, bringing it as close to our hips as possible so that you can touch the back of your heels with your fingertips. You're going to press into your palms, squeeze that belly in. And let's take a deep inhale, lift the hips up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your shoulders closer towards one another. If you need to keep pressing your palms into the mat, go ahead and do that. Or you can interlace your fingers behind your back. Whatever is available for you today. You want to make sure that your knees are parallel to one another, facing forward. Your shoulders are relaxing away from the ears. And you're focusing on your breath here. We're just warming up our core. Last breath. And ever so gently, drop your hips one vertebra at a time to your mat. Bring your knees in towards the chest. Interlace your fingers around them. You can add a gentle rock from side to side to further massage the lower back. And slowly we're going to roll ourselves over onto our left, using our left arm as a pillow, bringing your knees closer to your chest. We're just staying here for one deep breath. Now use your right palm to push yourself up into a seated position. You can keep your eyes closed here. We'll just begin with some neck rotations, just making big circles with our head. Releasing any tension that's accumulated in those areas. Keeping your back straight and tall. And most importantly, keep focusing on your breathing. Now let's switch sides. You might hear a little bit of crackling here. That's totally normal. We just have a lot of tension that we tend to carry in our shoulders. And slowly let's return back to center. Let's take a deep inhale, bring the shoulders in towards our ears. And as you exhale, bring it back. Let's keep making big circles with our shoulders here. You can keep your eyes closed if it helps you to focus on your breath. And let's switch sides, bringing the shoulders up and forward. We're still breathing here throughout this entire practice, in and out through the nose. And slowly relax the shoulders down. Let's bring the right palm by our right knee and take a deep inhale. Bring your left palm up. And as you exhale, let's just drop our torso down over towards the right, relaxing the shoulders down. Just feeling a nice deep stretch on the left side of our body. And slowly inhale back to center. Exhale here. We'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Your left palm outside your left knee. Take a deep inhale, bring your right palm up. And as you exhale, let's lean over to our left, relaxing the right shoulder down. And inhale back to center. Exhale here. Let's bring our left palm to our right knee this time. Bring your right palm behind you. On your next inhale, let's lengthen through that back, keeping our shoulders relaxing down. And as you exhale, let's twist over to our right, gazing over our right shoulder. We're still warming up our body here. So let's just focus on our breath and only go as far as we can right now, in the beginning of our practice. And slowly return back to center. And let's bring the right palm on our left knee, your left palm behind you. Let's take a deep inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, let's twist over our left shoulder. Staying here for a couple deep breaths through the nose. And slowly let's return back to center. We're going to cross at our ankles, bringing ourselves up into our tabletop. We'll do some cat and cows. So let's take a deep inhale and drop that belly down. Bring our chin up, gaze up. And as you exhale, let's curl through your back, gazing towards the belly. And inhale, drop the belly, gaze up, your chin up. And exhale, let's curl through our back. You should open up through your shoulder blades here. And one more time, inhale, drop the belly, gaze up. And exhale, curl through your back. And inhale back to center. Exhale here. We're going to add a little bit of a balancing posture here. So I'll give you a few variations. Let's extend the right leg back. You can keep your toes on the mat if your balance is a little bit off today. And let's extend our left palm in front of us. Now you can stay here and focus on your breathing, squeezing that belly in. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit further, let's lift that right leg off the mat, making sure that your hips are aligning in the same area. And we're going to just keep the hips facing down towards the ground. Squeeze the belly in. And just staying here for 2 deep breaths. And slowly let's release the right leg down, release the left palm down. We'll do the same thing on the opposite side. So extend your left leg out. You can keep your toes on the mat. Extend your right palm forward. Squeeze that belly in. Stay here. Again, listen to your body. Or you can lift your left leg off the mat. Engage that core, gazing forward. Just for 2 deep breaths. And slowly release the right palm down. Release your left knee down. Let's curl our toes. We're moving into our downward dog. Bringing our hips up towards the sky. You can bend into your right knee. And bend into your left knee. You can sway your hips from side to side. Do whatever feels good for your body here today. Allowing that tension in the hips, the hamstrings to dissolve. As we breathe in and out through the nose. And slowly coming into your still downward dog. Let's bend our knees, gaze forward. Begin to take baby steps towards the front of your mat. Keeping a slight bend in your knees. Clasp your opposite elbows and let's just sway from side to side here. If you have a lot of tension in your hips, you might feel it here. So just keep bending your knees if you need to. And just completely letting go. And slowly release the hands on the mat. Let's come halfway up, lengthen through your back, bring your palms and your shins. And exhale, fold forward. We'll do this 2 more times. Inhale, come halfway up. And exhale, fold forward. Keep flowing with your breath. Inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Bring your palms on the mat, bend your knees. You're going to step your left leg back into your runner's lunge. So make sure that your heel is right above your toes. Your heel is facing up towards the ceiling. I'm going to give a few variations here as well. So you can stay here if this is all you feel like you can do today. If this is already too much, you can always just drop your left knee on the mat. Please listen to your body here. If you can go a little bit further, you're going to stay here. Your gaze forward, shoulders back, core engaged. You can go a little bit further. Now this is a more advanced variation, but you can just try it out and challenge yourself. Let's bring the arms alongside our body, palms facing down, shoulders relaxing away from the ears, and your knee is at a 90-degree angle here. We're staying here just for 2 deep breaths through the nose. Again, if you need to rest your leg down, you're welcome to do that. If you can stay in runner's lunge, we're here just for 1 more breath. And slowly release the palms on the mat. Bend into your right knee. You're going to step your left foot forward. And again, we're just going to reach for our opposite elbows. And let's sway from side to side. And let's drop our hands on the floor. Let's come halfway up on our inhale, palms to our shins, back straight. And exhale, fold forward. 2 more times. Inhale, come halfway up. And exhale, fold forward. Last one. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, fold forward. Press your palms into your mat. Bend your knees. You're going to step your right leg back this time. Again, I'll give you all the variations here. So you can stay in your low lunge. You can drop your right knee on the mat. Please listen to your body here. There's no competition or judgment. Just focus on your own practice. But if you do want to go a little bit further, you're going to lift the right knee up. And let's bring our palms alongside our body, facing down, into our full runner's lunge. You want to make sure that your left hip is moving back, your right hip is moving forward, your core is tight and engaged. And we're staying here to strengthen our body, to generate fire, just for 2 more breaths. So just here for 1 more breath. And gently drop your palms down. Drop your right knee on the mat. Step your left leg back. We're going to go into a quick child's pose here. So bring your knees mat distance apart. Your big toes are touching. Drop your hips down onto your heels. Let's begin to walk our fingertips forward towards the front of our mat. Dropping our chest and our forehead on the floor. And just breathing here, feeling that fire that we generated in this pose, the runner's lunge pose, circulating through our body. And just fully relaxing. And slowly, wherever you are, bring yourself back up into seated and back into your tabletop. Let's curl our toes and push ourselves into our downward dog once again. We're going to move into our pigeon pose now. So let's bring our right knee behind our right wrist. You're going to drop your left leg down. You want to make sure that your hips are squaring forward towards the front. Your shoulders are relaxing down. Your belly is engaged. Now this may already be very intense, and if you have some knee problems, you can always place either a blanket or a pillow underneath your left knee for extra support. So we're going to stay here. Let's just take a couple of breaths here together. Finding that sweet spot in this posture. Now you're welcome to stay here if this is already enough, or you can begin to walk your fingertips forward and drop onto your forearms into your sleeping pigeon. You always have an option again to place a pillow underneath your forehead and just rest your forehead on top of the pillow. You can stack your fists and rest your forehead on top of your fists. Just do whatever feels right for you today and just focus on your breathing. Returning back to the intention that we set in the beginning of the class. And checking in with ourselves. Just a couple more breaths here. And very gently press into your palms if you're not already pressing into them. Curl the left toes. You're going to step the right knee back into your tabletop. You're going to curl the right toe as well. And let's bring ourselves back into our downward dog. Again, you can take this moment to sway your hips from side to side or walk your dog. Do whatever feels right for you today. And let's move into our pigeon pose on the opposite side. So this time, let's bring our left knee behind the left wrist. Again, let's get our alignment right here. You want to make sure that you are facing forward. Your right leg is right behind you, straight. You can bring your palms in front of you slightly. And let's just take a moment here to focus on our breathing, to adjust and settle into this pose. You can close your eyes. If you're feeling comfortable here, stay here. Or let's go into our sleeping pigeon by bringing our palms in front, walking them forward until you are able to drop on your forearms, finding that sweet spot for you, using props if necessary, and just getting back into our breath. Almost there. And slowly press into your palms if you're not already pressing into them. And this time we're going to actually shift our weight over to our left. You're going to swing your right leg out in front of you. You're going to bring yourself up into the middle of your mat. Let's bring the soles of our feet together. I'm just going to sit this way so you can see me. So you're going to interlace your fingers around your feet. Let's relax the shoulders down, keeping the back straight. And let's take a deep inhale, lengthen. And on your exhale, you can either stay here, because a lot of us will already feel a deep stretch in the inner thigh and groin. So you're welcome to stay here. But if you do want to go a little bit further, and if you're feeling a little bit more flexible today, you're welcome to just bring your hands in front of you, And begin to lower your chest down towards your feet. Close your eyes wherever you are. Connect to your breath. And feel the sensations that your body is producing right now. And just for a few more deep and grounding breaths through the nose. And ever so gently roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. Let's bring the palms on the outside of our knees. Bring the knees in together. Give yourself a well-deserved hug. Close your eyes and let's begin to make big circles with our head once again to relieve any remaining tension in the neck and shoulders. And let's switch sides. And slowly return back to center. Let's cross at the ankles and make our way onto our back once again. Coming into a full circle. Bringing our knees in towards the chest. Interlacing your fingers around the knees if you can. Adding a gentle rock from side to side. We're going to go into a twist once again. So let's extend the left leg out. Interlace your fingers around the right knee. Let's take a deep inhale, bring the knee towards the right shoulder. And as you exhale, bring it closer to your chest. Let's bring our right arm into cactus, your left palm on your right knee. Shift your hips slightly over to your right. And let's take a deep inhale, lengthen. And on your exhale, let's drop the knee over towards the left. You're going to bring your gaze over towards the right. Going deeper and deeper into this pose, using our breath to do so. And gently let's return back to center. Bring that right knee in towards the chest for just a moment. And extend your right leg out. Let's do the same thing on the opposite side. Bring your left knee in towards the chest. Let's take a deep inhale. Bring the knee as close to your left shoulder as you can. And as you exhale, bring it closer to your chest. Bring your right palm on your left knee, your left palm into cactus. Shift your hips slightly over to your left. Let's take a deep inhale. Exhale, draw the knee over towards the right, gazing over towards the left. Deepening our breath. Just for a few more breaths here. And slowly return back to center. Squeeze that left knee in towards the chest. And slowly extend both of your legs out into your final class Shavasana. You want to make sure that everything is completely relaxed. Move your shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen through your neck. Your palms are facing up. Take this moment to scan your body. Notice if there is any tension left anywhere in your body. And let's then take a deep inhale together through the nose. And on our exhale, let's send that breath to any of the remaining tense spots in our body and just allow that tension to dissolve as well. I encourage you to stay here for a few more minutes if you have that option, to allow your body to fully absorb the benefits of this practice. It's my honor to guide you through this class. And from my heart to yours, Namaste.